You're from the United States. You want a bank in Singapore. You want to live in Thailand. You want to get a passport in Malta. Those things can either work together beautifully or they can conflict with each other. People come to Nomad Capitalist because they want to create and then execute a multi-jurisdictional holistic plan where everything works together.
People come to Nomad Capitalist because they're looking for a change in their lives. This could be a change in how they live, could be a change in their financial circumstances.
Expertise, less bureaucracy, and holistic advice regarding their finances and lifestyle.
They actually don't like that experience of reaching out to, 20 different people in order to find some valuable information regarding different jurisdictions, different tax systems. And that is something that we do here. They find everything in the same place.
They have a vision about their future. They want to change their lives in terms of finances, lifestyle, more freedom, and that's why we're here to help.
What makes Nomad Capitalist different from other companies is that we don't take solutions off the shelf. We analyze your situation, we analyze your goals, your needs.
Nomad Capitalist is quite different than other companies. We're not selling you a single product. We're looking at your circumstances, how they could be improved, and what's the best solution to meet your objectives.
You need someone who, at one level, one-stop shop, has the attorneys, has the accountants, has the experts that you need to set up your finance, freedom, and lifestyle all under one roof and make sure it's all done properly.
Nomad Capitalist offers something no other company does, which is 12 or more months of our service. And not only that, during those 12 months, we provide advice on immigration, company structure, banking, investment, or taxes, but we provide something unique, which is our concierge service.
We're here to listen to the client's wishes and advise what is in their best interest and best needs. What sets us apart is that we're boutique service providers.
And so when someone just sets up one offshore company, they far too often make simple tax mistakes that the advisor who sold them that company wasn't aware of, either because they deceived them or because they just didn't know any better. Most service providers don't know about multi-jurisdictional offshore planning. They know what they sell, but they don't know how it applies to your situation, your business, your life.
It combines all your concerns and desires and provides you with a product that is actually life-changing.
The holistic plan makes sure not only that you get a piece of paper like a passport or a residency certificate, but make sure that you're set up for a successful life that you want to lead next.
It's worth taking a few weeks or a month to know exactly where you're going, to have the time to think about all the questions, to have the time to make sure, hey, is my spouse on board? Are my kids on board? Is this what I want to do? To have someone double check that what you want is actually the right thing to do, and then to plan every step of the way so that you're never going back and fixing stuff.
Holistic plan is here to address the big stuff, but also to help with all the nooks and crannies that you wouldn't normally think about. But we in Nomad Capitalist would think about those things on your behalf.
You generally, if you pay more, you don't have to deal with different vendors in different countries and coordinate between them on your own. You have someone who will do it for you, and you will avoid mistakes, and the process will be more streamlined than it would be if you did it on your own or with some unqualified service providers.
You won't be left in a new country without a supporting banking system that can work with that country.
It's worth the price simply because of the amount of effort, complexity, and aggravation that's entailed in these type of products. It's not so simple to fill out a form online and hit send. There's a lot of documents, there's a lot of unknown factors. Most people wouldn't even know where to look for an apostille, but we help you along the way.
We do the research and development on this stuff. We figure this stuff out for ourselves, and then we offer it to folks. No doubt things constantly change in this industry, and because you have us on your side, you know that even if one country stops doing something, we have another country that's ready to be substituted because we're not just in the business of selling you one country. We work with dozens of jurisdictions around the world, whether it's offshore companies, whether it's banks, whether it's residents, passports, investments. We find the best of the best. We test vendors, and we can plug you into the network. You can get started, you'll save months of time, and you'll probably save a lot of money.
we have a client that is with us for the 4th year already. Why is that? It's because your goals are constantly changing and you need us at Nomad Capitalist to help you make any adjustments and to help you realize what your goal actually is.
As a man in his 70s, American, who actually worked for more than 50 years to, build an empire in the US, and during those 50 years, he was paying taxes on time, giving money to charity, and suddenly, after 50 years, he sees that the country that he invested in is no longer a country that he wants to live in, stay in, and spend the rest of his life. So he came to us, wanted to see how we can change his life, and he actually realized that by using our services, he can change the whole course of his life and spend the rest of his days by moving around, living in different countries, and actually having a nomadic lifestyle that can help him, find out about different cultures, different sorts of food, meeting different people, and everything that actually someone who has worked for his whole life can enjoy in.
You need to have a community. What we've built here at Nomad Capitalist is a community of clients. We get together for dinner. We have monthly webinars. We're exchanging ideas. We're feeling like we're surrounded by folks who speak our same language. And some of the best fun that I have is going and hanging out with folks who we've worked with for years, who keep working with us because they just want to come and hang out and they love the community. And it's a real honor, it's a real pleasure to see them progress in their Nomad Capitalist plans.
To somebody who's afraid of going offshore, my advice would be take that first step forward. It is the most difficult one, but it is the most important one as well.
There should be no fear in going offshore. The whole point is to make a change in your life. The first step is to get information. The next one, a decision. Step by step, you'll reach your end objective.
First thing that I would do, I would tell you to ask yourself, what do I want and what are my priorities? That part, again, we cannot do for you. But what we can do is to point out all the advantages of going offshore. And if any of these advantages fit your wish and desire, you're in the right place.
I would ask him to tell me what his objectives are. What is something that he truly wants? If going offshore fulfills that, then it's a non-brainer. We are with him here for 12 months. So during those 12 months, he's free to address any concerns that he has with us, either business-wise or any personal matters that he wants to discuss. He's not alone on this journey.
We are not approaching this as, let's sell you a passport. We're saying, what's the actual solution? And sometimes that means, hey, you don't need that passport, save your money. You want someone in your corner who's been where you are. I wish there was Nomad Capitalist when I started this, but I decided to start it myself because I realized people need that support on those early steps. Because if you don't have the support, you're probably going to go back to where you were, or you're certainly going to do this a lot more slowly, and you're going to waste a lot of time and you're going to waste a lot of money in the process. The Nomad Capitalist lifestyle isn't for everyone, but anyone who's starting it is going to have some reservations because you don't know the right steps to take. I'm still learning after all these years, and yet if I look back at all the years that I put in, more than a decade getting my offshore plan to be perfect, we could do that for someone now in a year or two because we know what to do.